Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juggernaut, and these will be my first impressions of Thief Simulator. So, what is Thief Simulator? Well, it is a simulator game, as you can probably tell, and those have acquired somewhat of a bad reputation as of late. Mainly because, well, most simulator games, of course, not all of them, but most of them tend to have some characteristics that aren't exactly all that popular, such as being marketed and catered to a very, very niche group of people, being boggy, lackluster in terms of gameplay, plain bad and unentertaining, among other things. And, you know, people don't really take all too kindly to that, and perhaps for good reason, especially nowadays. So, Thief Simulator, does it fall under the, well, does it succumb to those, whatchamacallit, stereotypes? Well, not really. It's not definitely nowhere near as niche as something like, I don't know, Garbage Man Simulator 2016, which I believe is an actual game. I'm not quite sure about the year, but I'm pretty sure that is an actual game. But essentially, the point of said title, not Garbage Man, this one, is that you go around a particular neighborhood and you, as you can see, steal stuff from it. So you steal money, you steal saucepans, and then later, when you advance more in your criminal career, you get to steal more expensive stuff. But that's essentially it. There is a progression system, and there are a few other things that we'll talk about later, but to all intents and purposes, that's about it. There are also various different neighborhoods and the likes. There is no combat in the game, though there is the police, and they will chase you, and they will arrest you if you get caught in a particular crime. Which, I say that, but it's actually kind of difficult to get caught most of the time. Okay, if you trigger an alarm in a building later in the game and something like that, then the police comes after you. Yeah, okay, but getting caught red-handed by someone else is actually pretty damn difficult. Mostly because, well, between me and you, the people around here seem to be idiots. As in, if I were here, crouched, a guy over there would not see me, which, yeah, that's a little bit of an issue when the game's sole challenge is in sneaking around. But, oh, regardless, you can turn off the UI completely, and that will definitely help. No doubt about it. Well, actually, it'll do the opposite of help. It will not help you, it will help make the game more difficult, which is kind of what we want in this fictitious scenario. At any rate, can I break this? Yeah, turns out no. Let's go hide over here. Police have arrived. They have no idea what's going on. Lovely. There you go. We shall hide in the woods in the meantime. There is the edge of the map, by the way. Conveniently, there is a marker on the ground to show you. So, basically, the basic idea of the game is you go around like so, you do not get caught by the police, and you steal stuff. Yes, you do. You steal all sorts of stuff. You sell them in order to acquire more tools to steal more stuff. Practically there is a mini game for every single tool that you have. Well, except for the crowbar, maybe, and the... Okay, for most tools that you can acquire, there is a mini game, and it does add to the overall experience quite a bit, unless you utterly despise mini games, in which case you won't find them all too entertaining, I'm afraid. However, there is quite a bit of variance in the properties that you get to break into. Somehow it's just, you know, basic trailer parks and stuff like that, and, you know, there you can't really expect to find much, but it's also not very secure. There is also a sort of, I don't want to call this a mansion, but let's just say a pretty damn expensive house like this, that's very difficult to climb in. You actually not climb into, but it is difficult to climb into. You can't climb over the fence, but it's difficult to get into in the first place. So So you need some advanced tools for that, and the fence I actually think is the easiest part, yeah. Or level 2 lockpick. So, yeah, overall, that's basically the gist of the game right there. Now, I've acquired a few things. However, it is not enough. Let's go and steal some more, and I'll show you more of the game, and thus we will draw nearer to a conclusion of whether you might be interested in something like this or not. Yes, I'm going to hide in the dumpster. Look, they say a life of crime doesn't pay. Considering that I, in total, have $186 and no more, like that is my entire life savings right there, then, yeah, it doesn't. At least not for now. Well, that and I'm hiding in the dumpster, not necessarily the most, amazing of things. What? I found some... Oh, climb fence. Right. Climbable, but I need agility too. Yeah, speaking of which... Skills. Not that many of them, but you don't exactly level up all too quickly. So, let's go with... with lockpicking too. I think we're gonna... Oh, but it requires level... Well, yeah, I can do that, right? Maybe not on the map. Maybe I have to go back to my hideout. Whatever. Fair enough, I suppose, right? Maybe I need climbing gloves for that. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Can we open this? Why is lockpicking level 2? Unfortunate. Alright. This. DIY simple lockpicking level 1. I'm not very good. Like as far as thieves go, I'm sort of bad. I'm a thief that can't lockpick. I'm a burglar that can't burgle. I'm a thief that can't steal, I suppose, was going to be the initial thing. But yeah, it's all things considered, not great. Right, let's wait for him to pass and then we'll break into this house. The AI is a little bit... simple. They don't feel like real people. They just go around looking for stuff. Which, I don't know. You tend to notice it. Here's the thing. If this was a part of a different game, I wouldn't care. But the entire focus, the sole focus of the game, is the fact that I'm sneaking around and stealing stuff. Meaning that every single hiccup of the AI's stupidity has a spotlight over it. Right? And every single glitch with the... Ooh, cool. Nice, nice. Alright, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Alright, that's my bag full. Let's get out of here. Do I know where my car is? Not necessarily. I will find it eventually, I hope. But basically, there you go. The AI is not exactly the brightest thing in the world, and there are certain problems. However, it is undoubtedly fun. And it's, I dare say, the most fun I've had with any simulator-type game so far. There is something somewhat entertaining and even thrilling when, well, A, you notice that someone's in the bathroom of the house you just broke into, and you want to get the hell out of there as soon as possible. But also, and yes, you can drive the car, which honestly was a little bit of a shock to me, but yeah, you can drive the car. Essentially, you know, there is something thrilling there, and there is a lot of entertainment to be had from leveling up, selling your stuff, acquiring more and more profit, and stuff like that. So it really is quite fun. Alright, let's go here and, well, we can sell all of this, right? No reason not to. Not that I know of. Alright. Let's go home, and I will show you more of the progression stuff. You can also choose the time of day to go thieving, which is a little bit strange, because why would you go in the middle of the day? But I suppose if you want to make it more of a challenge for yourself, and it is actually more challenging. It's not just aesthetics. Lighting is very important. If it's dark, then you'll be very difficult to spot, obviously, and that will be somewhat of a problem. For them. What did I lost track a little bit of my own train of thought. If it's dark, it will be you will be difficult to spot, and that will be a problem for the people you're trying to steal stuff from, right? Okay, let's learn this, and so that's level 1 lockpicking. Let's go to level 2 lockpicking next. Okay, there we go. So, we can then go over here and buy a DIY simple lockpick, or we can go straight for a regular lockpick. So let's go with that. Now, the question is, do I need multiple of these? And honestly, probably. But I suppose we'll find out later. Alright, we've emptied the backpack, we can go out and do our thing again. And there you go, that's you've essentially seen everything that there is to see. Go out, steal stuff, come back, and there you go. Graphically, I sort of leave this always for last, because it's mostly a subjective thing. I mean, how, if you want to get real about it, everything is, but you know, it's sort of the easiest thing to talk about, and perhaps the least important, so I leave it towards the end. So, graphically, the game looks okay. It serves a purpose, but it's not stunning. However, there is nothing that gets in the way. There is nothing that's overly poor in quality that you will just go like, no, it doesn't stand out. It's just there, and it serves a purpose. It's somewhat Spartan, but like I said, it works. So, of course, I live in Eastern Europe, so I get to park on the grass like so, and nobody will suspect a thing. Now, we could open this door, and now things get a little bit more interesting, but aha! There is a dude. Now, it's getting early, it's early morning-ish, so I suspect most people will be awake. And that door's open, so probably someone's around there. Check out the kitchen, no. Huh. Ooh, so I need a DIY lockpick for this. I thought I could use a regular level 2 lockpick and it will just be like a level up, but apparently it's not. A mini electric lock for the... Oh, come on. Do you not have a level 2 lock that I can... I can climb the fence, but I need agility too. Damn, alright. Oh yeah, you will find clones. Like, you will find a stupid amount of clones. Alright. Well, we can't grab anything from here. Let's be on our way. Find some other target. Now, you will notice that the game has some issues. Like I said, the more you play it, the AI not being particularly bright is one of them. Some gameplay stuff as well. That's okay. That's $1, really. Fine. However, other than that, the car, you can't really change it. And as you can see, it's not particularly great. Furthermore, I do like the fact that it does get damaged, though. Furthermore, though, the issue here is, well, you can only carry one big item in it. Now, what the hell is all that about? So here's the thing. I can steal money and pots and wine and stuff like that from a house all I bloody well want and desire. However, the slight issue being, the most expensive stuff and the most worthwhile stuff is usually pretty big. Case in point, TVs, radios. Actually, I think radios you can just take and put in your backpack most of the time. But you know, stuff like that is rather expensive, and well, you can only take one of said things. For example, I can only take one TV. Now, it looks like you can fit more than one in there, but you can't. And that becomes a bit of an issue later down the line in the game. Also, once you've sort of played a little bit with the mini-games and stuff like that, you don't exactly go anywhere from there. So the progression... Oh, for crying out loud, I keep crashing. So the progression system, whilst there, and whilst most of it is consistent of unlocking new mini-games and new territories and new areas for you to go into, is more... Oh, for crying out... Don't talk and drive, kids, okay? Like I said, the progression system is more or less not that intuitive. I mean, I'd certainly prefer it to not existing. However, once you've seen a little bit of it, you've seen pretty much all of it, more or less. So, yeah. At any rate, there is also a jewellery crafting shop there, which you can... stuff that you can steal, you can use here to craft jewellery and thus sell it for more. You can also store various items here. Well, you can sell them immediately, of course, if you want, but you can store them in there and, so as to remove them from your backpack, and there are certain contracts that will require you to have a certain amount of things that need to be handed in at once. So there is that. Alright, ultimately, do I recommend the game? Since as you know, it might not seem like it, but I've basically told you everything that I know about the game, everything that there is really to outline from a sort of broad perspective. Would I recommend it, ultimately? On sale, yes. Which I feel like is the answer I give most of the time for everything. But genuinely, on sale, yeah. I think there is fun to be had, and if you're interested in a sort of... it is a relaxing game. If you're interested in a sort of game to relax to like this, and something to, I don't know, play a little bit on and off for shits and giggles, basically, then yeah, I would recommend it. It's pretty fun. There's, like I said, it's easily the most fun simulator game I've played so far, and I like it. I genuinely do like it. However, there's going to be a bit of a problem. We can't go in there, and the wife is in there. All right. So he's watching the TV. She's washing the dishes. We have an opportunity. Alright, now, how do we lockpick this? Years, like, what years? Like, almost a decade of playing Fallout New Vegas has prepared me for this. Now, mind you, I'm not stealing the most valuable thing ever. A pot. But every bit helps, right? Every bit helps. Alright, let's go. Go quiet. I know. You're in there. Washing the dishes, that's fine. car parked in a strange place. What do you mean I live in Eastern Europe? There's a goblin. I don't care if the police tow my car away. Okay, get out of there. So the car's gone. Police have towed it away. Or have they? They haven't yet because they're stupid. Alright. Let's go get in the car and get out immediately. This was very much a hit and run job. Found a golden goblet though, that's amazing. Alright. Hi. Get a feeling that the police were supposed to take the car away. They did not. So, how about this? Oh, you can't hurt pedestrians. Sod off. Come on. I was gonna perform a literal hit and run. Alright, that's a little bit disappointing. Alright, fine. There you go. So ultimately, would I was talking about this, yeah, so on sale I would recommend it like for $10. Right now, they're asking 17 euros, which is right around $20 for this game. Or your regional equivalent. Honestly, it's a bit much. Like, in my modest opinion, it is a bit much for something that doesn't have a lot going for it just yet. Fair enough, maybe in the future. Also, by the way, I would prefer if the game didn't load me back in here. Like, it sort of ruins it. If you just put me back, like, a few minutes before I got caught or whatever. You know, if I could pay some sort of heavy price for what I've done. A sort of hardcore permadeath mode. That'd be cool. There is a hardcore mode which disables the UI entirely. Which, once you get used to the game a little bit, you can definitely try out and would, if you're looking for a challenge, it would help. Provide you one. However, $20 for something like this, in my opinion, is a little bit much. Because realistically, you're not getting a whole lot for it. Both in terms of hours of entertainment and just raw gameplay value and stuff like that, you really aren't getting all that much. So, realistically, I would recommend picking the game up on sale. You can't steal shoes, by the way, which is a little bit... shoes are rather expensive. I think you should be able to steal them. Alright, he's gone. Car park in a strange place, whatever. Get out of here. There we go. So, it is much. It is a bit much, in my opinion. It's. You can buy certain older games, AAA games, for that sort of money. You can. That sort of money will get you, even for newer games, a lot more in terms of content, right? Like that will get you quite a bit. This just, in my modest opinion, again, isn't up to snuff for $20. On sale, definitely. If more stuff is added, but this would need to be like DLC or expansion level of content to just allow you to do more stuff in the game. Then, you know, maybe then, but so far there's just not that much in it. But at any rate, that's been my first impressions of this. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something new about the game. If you like it, like, subscribe to the video, like the video down below, and then subscribe if you want to stay tuned with the rest of the content that I produce on the channel. If not, then, you know, feel free to give it a dislike and tell me why. At any rate, until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.